Oh, Mr. Mark, found Gary's documentation bills. Here it is. He's already paid bills for $50, so here you have it, Dave. It's all yours.
Oh, for one for me. Nice. So we got here. Oh, good job, Jason. Thanks for returning the debt. So I just spoken to somebody else that I have already just to make decisions that we make a good progress. So for some reason I've got loads of debts here. So every people who pay the bills last few weeks. So yep, that's all I've got here. So yeah, so by the way, Jason, I just wanted to tell you things about all the time. So I heard about Gary that he's told me to make a regret. So do you know that it doesn't believe that? What do you mean by it doesn't really matter of this right now? So, for some reason, it doesn't really matter about all the time. So did Gary tell you something? So what did he say to you? So I heard Gary about what I know I heard Gary saying something to you about, is that a victim?
So Gary told me that he's telling me about the truth, but he didn't answer me for no reason before. When I came to Gary's house, he told me things about what's his victim. So what his victim is, but what he's trying to, he killed. No, I'm saying no. Gary told me things already, so I'm just gonna explain to you about this, David. So basically, Gary killed a few police officers. So I know Jefferson has recorded Gary and he caught him on camera. So, he didn't make a discussion. So then he didn't realize something, but he did not make a deny. So I have to make a disagreement. So, when I basically giving you this for the whole time. So, there is no way I can get him in. So I tried to get him out of here. So no way, but there is nothing I can do with it, David. So, it's not the real thing for no reason, actually. So when I basically told him that he did not do anything what he denied, so he denied what he was trying to say to me. So he said to me that he did not want to mention every other officer's names, so he doesn't realize what he was doing. So he realized something, but he did giving his an optional, but he giving an optional the offense that we do not realize something real bad. So I try to say to him, so it doesn't matter, but give me some water, but he's actually contagious, David. So I didn't know what he was doing, so he told me things about what he's doing but what he's trying to say to me is, he said to me that he did not want to deny every single one of them. So as I say, it's not the real thing to say if it wasn't Gary, so who killed him? I knew it was Gary, so I got a text from Gary that Gary told me things already, so he did not. I'll tell you what, David, I'll give you Gary's number, so I wrote it on a note, so, just in time you might have to give this call for a reason, so, it's not the real thing actually, but for some reason, David, he did not make him a discussion, so he didn't give me any options. But his options can only just been denied. So, but the permission denied, he didn't give in his permission. So Jefferson giving didn't give his permission to be in the army, so he didn't went to the army for no reason. So what a contagious, but he's very, very contagious and denied and devious. But to my presence, it doesn't matter what he was doing, what he's trying to say. He's trying to say to me right now, but he did not give in everything what he was told. So I didn't tell him to get involved all the time. He was involved, so what he was trying to say to me, I get involved, so why do I get involved for no reason? So give him a twice, as I speak. We've spoken about this that all the time, David. But it's not. It's not a real thing to say if it wasn't our times. But unexpected times, it doesn't really matter what he was trying to say, what he's trying to say to you, whether he's not trying to say to you, but it's not. I know what you're on about, Jason. I know Gary hasn't given us the thermal optical oppression, so, the first time when I met somebody else, but, I try to give everybody else who forgives that, but your forgiveness doesn't believe your discretion, so you have to advise your discretion, so your discretion has already been advised. But the sign says viewers' discretion advised, but, I'm telling you again. But the sign says viewers' discretion is advised. It's been advised for the whole time for the reason, Jason. So I have to phone Gary for what he's saying to me, but nothing to be serious at all. Okay. So what I needed to do is to get Gary to get a call from Gary, and I'll text Gary, and then he might call me for goods. So he'll tell me his things about his victim. So it's very hard to say now, Jason. It's kind of real thing too hard, actually, Jason. But the only things I have to forgive that when I checked on the internet that it doesn't comply to the sequences, but the sequencer doesn't matter of whether it takes. It doesn't really matter of whether he was being taken, but nothing serious. So he gave me a number, but what he takes care of it. I know one of the LACs were found every compound yards, and the LAC have been living in a compound yard for years, but eventually I don't think anyone who couldn't do anything much. So Jason, I don't really want you in here because I want you to do my job for me, please. So, but you're always gonna do my job, would you? So, believe me, Jason, I have to do my stuff. So I have to sort all my debts and organize them. So, you understand me? So I'll get everything that I needed. You had a good day, and then let's make this happen. I got the camera installing systems already been updated. All my cameras are updated, so now everything is all cleared. Is this the right thing to do now, Jason? Yeah, I'll do my best. And then also, I really need your help to sort all our plans. So I wouldn't mind if you help me to set up a camera install. I want you to install the camera so we can find somewhere else to live. So we can find somewhere else to live in. So, let's get them all in. So gather all the plans and let's move out. So we don't have much time for this now, David. So I want you to make things worse, and let's make it everything honored. So yeah. Okay, that's good. Alright. I gotta go, Dave. Nothing it's gonna tell, alright? Gotta go, Dave. See you later on. See you, Jason. Farewell, Jason. Okay. All the debt has now been completed. So I need somebody else to pay for me now.